Cut the ego and the bullshit and the self-sabotaging, and also just start mapping out what you actually want. Not what you no longer want, what do you actually want inside of your life? How do I look past the fear and shame in starting over when you've lost your way? How can I use it as fuel to get off the ground again? Here's the thing, man, like we all experience fear, gentlemen. The difference between being a winner or a loser in life is not allowing fear to either A, cloud your judgment. You have the answers inside of you. You need to bring them to the surface or surround yourself with the right men, the right people that can help you and collaborate with you in finding what that answer is and picking the best. I could have 5 answers. Which one is the number one for me? The difference between winning and losing is not allowing fear to cloud your judgment and taking action and moving forward in spite of the fear and the shame that a lot of us may experience throughout our life. No one's perfect. I'm not here to desensitize what you've gone through, but please understand that whilst you have a list of shit that you've gone through in your life at some tough times, everyone has a list. No one is perfect, whether you call it a list, mess, mud in our life, skeletons in the closet, whatever it may be. We all have them. The only clean slate someone has is a newborn, or when someone has it, is when they're a newborn baby, and that's it. Throughout life, it's like the battle scars of life, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. This is part of the journey of being a human being. So what's really limiting you, ironically enough, with a lot of people, which comes in many subtle forms, is your ego. And it's crazy. People think that ego is the big man who's beating his chest or whatever it might be, or the big loudmouth, or the woman who's so superficial and just, thinks that her shit doesn't stink, right? It's not that is the most dangerous. That's really easy to spot, really easy to pick. It's the subtleties inside of the little voice inside that will sabotage you, take control of what's happening, and steer you through ego. We're all afraid, man, and we all have the fear of something. And we all experience either fear or being scared or anxiety or those butterflies, those feelings. We all have that in our life. So you're not alone. I'm not desensitizing that, but that does not mean that there's a problem with you if we all experience it. So as soon as you remove that, you understand that, hey, I'm not the problem, I'm the solution. And the problems I face are problems that everyone faces. So when you remove your ego and your pride, ironically enough, which ties into fear and shame, you can start to understand that when you cut that aside, when you know that you're not the only one with problems, you can actually address what it is that you actually want in your life. Instead of focusing on the pain, the past, the trauma, you can actually start to use the exact same neural pathways to go, well, what do I actually want inside of my life? What does that look like? And start carving out what is it you actually desire, not so much what is it you look back on in which you've destroyed. That's how you look past it. Cut the ego and the bullshit and the self-sabotaging, and also just start mapping out what you actually want. Not what you no longer want, what do you actually want inside of your life? And then use the past, use it as fuel to get off the ground, use that as leverage because you're smart. You should be smarter and wiser and more adept to your situation if it comes up again because you know what will happen and you don't let history repeat itself. You've got that experience, you've got the battle scars, you've got the runs on the board, you're still here, you're still standing. It's still possible. You can still break through and create amazing changes in your life. You need to harness and focus your power into that and the possibilities coupled with what it is that you actually desire in your life. That's how you look past it, man. Don't let ego get in the way. Don't let perfection get in the way of progress. Start making progress by carving out exactly what it is that you want, the steps to get there, have the environment to make those steps be true inside of your life, and use the past and the pain as fuel to never go back there again. Because we need that. We need that inside of our life. A fear of failure and a love for greatness are the two things that drive human beings. You don't need exponentially a high level of fear of failure. You just need a little bit to go, hey, that's my point minus A. I will never go back there ever again. And that's your promise. That's your commitment to yourself. I will never go back there ever again. That's how you use it as fuel. Hey, I remember the pain. I remember the suffering. I remember the heartache. I remember the sacrifice. I will never experience that again. And I'm going to use that as leverage to drive me forward. And I'm also going to use a love and value for myself to become friends with me again, to actually value myself again and what I want and what I desire in this limited life, this gift that is life, to actually do something about my life and my position and create amazing circumstances. Hope that helps.